Gia, what it is, what it was, what it always will be. Shouts out to my boy Jay Hodge. It's your boy about to drop another episode number 4. I'm in the building like those. You know what it is, Missy. You never heard that before. From Como to Abu Dhabi to Dubai. Let's drop it. Let's get it started. Jill. Hey. Now everybody want to hand out. We're gonna let it ride for a minute. Got my boy Nick Anstead from Dallas, Mass. Jill, we're in the building like those. Sorry I missed you yesterday, but I'm here. Jill, what it is, man? Yeah, man, just coming at you for episode number 4. About to bring to you that Missy you never heard that before. Giving you a perspective, giving you an angle that you never heard before. So how's your boy? You know, I've been dropping you a couple of sports. Also, for episode 3, I dropped with you an interview. Hollered you with my boys from the UAE. Because I always like to get some perspective, not only from me, but some people that actually live in the UAE. And that's cool because I know a lot of my fans are from America, from different parts of the world, and you really don't know what it is or what's happening in the UAE. So I had to give you some perspective, not from myself, but also some people that are actually from here, the true actual culture of the UAE. So today I'm going to drop you something a little different. I know you see I'm wearing the yellow on yellow, even the yellow socks. Hey, shouts out to the Gremlins. Maybe I'm showing my age, but yeah, the Gremlins, yellow on yellow. And why am I wearing yellow today, you might ask? Because it is Well-Being Week, and for well-being, we're wearing yellow. So shouts out to my polo down to the head, to the flow. And also number 3, I ain't talking about Allen Iverson, but I used to wear number 3 when I hooped and pull up on dubs. Sorry I've been missing you guys normally how I usually do in those times, but I've been super busy. I've been really, working on some auditions lately, trying to work on my theater game, trying to build up my theater. Shouts out to Tyler Perry, but you know, so I did a couple of auditions and things might be looking well, you know. Shouts out to the man above for giving me the look out because I really didn't think I did too good on my audition, but he works in mysterious ways, so I got a couple of opportunities, so I will get back with you later, let you know how those things worked out, how they panned out. So we'll see what's up. But anyway, before we start, and like I said before, it's Well-Being Week in the UAE. So what I want you to do now is notice your body. And it's always good to become one with yourself, with your body. So take a deep breath with me. Take that deep breath. And this time just let it out through your nose. Let it out slow. Let it out slow. Let it out slow. We want to make sure you got your well-being up. Why? Because I want to ask you a big question. Are you tense right now? How are you feeling? How are you feeling right now? I want to know how everybody's feeling. Are you feeling good? Has the week got you down? I know it's only Tuesday, but sometimes that Monday can be hectic. Mondays can be hectic. So Tuesday, how you feeling? Take some time for yourself. Reflect on how you feeling. What's really good? Are you holding something back without realizing it? And that goes for all of us. Sometimes we're worked up. You could be worked up at work, at home, and you don't know why. You're like, man, why am I so angry? Why am I so tense? Why am I so on edge? Because a lot of times we're holding stuff in without realizing what we hold it in. But just let it out. Sometimes it's cool to take that deep breath to just to reflect and just to let it out. Because honestly, most people they walk through life. Most people walk through life like every word is a battle. So we battle on every word, no matter it's the words that we deliver or it's the words that we hear. So this has become even normal for us, even with me, to be honest. Sometimes I'm at work, sometimes I'm at home, and I'm on edge for no apparent reason. That's why I'll read the word a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, although you hear from sermons, whatever may have you, you gotta always go to remember to read it on your own. But even me, so sometimes I'm battling, no matter what it is. Sometimes I hear a word from somewhere, from a person, maybe from online, maybe from even people I'm at home with, and I'm on edge. I'm ready to attack. I'm ready to just let it all in, let it all out, should I say? But you should take some time to relax. And my man's of RP Theo Hostable, just take it all in stride. All right. So to introduce this episode, now we're going to talk about a little something that's near and dear to me. And all my people I know that's my fans out there that's listening, make sure you subscribe at the end. Okay, you've noticed, someone saying something small. It's big right now that's going on. And it's really touched me. So, of course, I'm going to let it out. So you notice these days that someone can say something small, miniature, minute. And then that could just start a whole different thing. Because we are so on edge that we're just ready to attack. And that's how misunderstandings escalate before things even get real. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that people are angry. People are really just defensive. So that's what this episode is going to really be about. How people are always on edge. How we're defensive and how just defensiveness. People are always on edge and ready to react without even thinking about the consequences, thinking about what's happening, even thinking about the real intent of people that deliver the message to you. So, like I've touched on before, pause. Like I've touched on before in some of my previous episodes, how people are always feeling on edge and always in survival mode. That's not good for your nervous system. You feel me? So when I want to talk about that, I'll drop that. We'll talk a little bit about that this episode, about how people are always so defensive and always on edge. So before I get this episode started, I'm going to keep you a little bit more of that. You know, I always like to drop a little music because I'm a musician. I'm an artist. And so the song that I've been dropping to you for the first 4 episodes has been a song called Bring the Fans Out. The beat was produced by my man Zadrian, Hater Heard of 50 Trey. And the guys that are on this piece are myself, my young brother Fert, and my boy Rick. So I'm going to give you a couple more seconds of that, and we'll get the episode started. It's your boy, Missy. You never heard that before. Jill. Hip Hop Parade. Like I'm K-Slade. Let me demonstrate the money's this way. I know you guys usually see me with the do-rag on. I'm going to have to drop it off. You thought I was balling something? Let me drop it. And it's payday, capiche, stacks from the ceilings to the feet. All right, so let's get it started. So let's talk about survival mode. Let's talk about the nervous system. When your nervous system perceives a threat, it doesn't wait for the facts. It doesn't wait for the reasons why this person could be saying that, what they could be going through, what was their day like to make them talk to me like this. It's just an automatic fly off the edge. You know what I'm saying? So like your body doesn't wait for that. It's just time to react. It reacts first. No questions asked. No red light. It's green all the way. No yellow. It's green all the way. Because your body, it perceives danger. It always ready to defend itself, which is good. Just like, for example, when you get sick, your body's always ready to fight something off, because that's what you got. Thank the man up above for giving me that, because it fights off stuff. It defends itself before it even processes the reason why. And thus, the reason why we get ourselves in trouble, the reason why we have misunderstandings, the reason why we're not able to communicate how we should, is because we always ready to fly off the hinges from the jump start. So this is why, again, we have disagreements. We feel like everything is an emergency. So no matter what, it could be something very, very, very slight. And a lot of people in their relationships right now, and a lot of relationships end because of this. For example, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband. It could be a small misunderstanding, a miscommunication, and that could cause a divorce. It could cause a breakup without actually thinking about what's this person's intent, without asking, without taking it slow, without taking a deep breath in like we did at the beginning of the episode. So the thing is, don't always be on defense. I know it's hard. And I'm speaking from a person that does it all the time. I'm ready to fly off the edges for any type of thing. For just for an example, me and my brother. Won't say which one. I have 2, 3 brothers, but won't say which one. It could be a very small argument that could cause you to miss out on 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, 10 years of that relationship that you built because of one simple argument that you could have avoided by actually thinking your way through the instance. It happens, and I'm in the middle of that right now. I should be better with that. But like I said, these episodes are not only therapy for you, they're therapy for myself. That's just how we do it. So your body always wants to defend itself. For example, defensiveness is the body saying, I need to survive, which is good for you, but it could be bad for the person you're dealing with. So your body wants to survive. So it's not that you're angry. It's not that you're cruel. It's just that your body needs to find a defensive mechanism to be able to survive, a coping mechanism, or perhaps. And don't get me wrong, although I'm an education major, my major also was human development and family studies. So I'm really deep on that. I'm from Piaget to just many people. Let me pause it for a minute. So the main thing is you need to learn how to take a pause and just think. Put yourself in the mindset of the person delivering the message, as well as give yourself a chance to think things through instead of always flying off the edges from no matter what. All right. So let me give you just a quick relatable story to help you understand my topic for this conversation. I call these conversations. If you also want to check out from Come On to Abu Dhabi, you can see when I drop daily things called Just My Thoughts. Just My Thoughts are things that my fans, they give me messages about, or things they want to talk about, or it could be just my thoughts about any random thing about how I feel about what's going on in society, what's going on through my experiences, or just what's going on in my daily life. So it's called Just My Thoughts. So check that out. So anyway, you could just be scrolling through social media, and social media, don't get me wrong, social media has a lot of its positives, but it also has negatives because it causes us to get into quick trouble. They call them keyboard thugs, or keyboard, whatever you may call it. But social media, people are quick to jump off. You can see some quick picture of some quick quote or thought by someone, and you're ready to just jump off the deep end because you're ready to react instantly. You react instantly without even thinking about what they're saying, the point they're trying to prove, or maybe they're just doing it for responses. So before you could respond, think about it first, and then you may react before you do it instantly. Think about work emails. Who's ever got a work email before, and this, just because of how you're thinking, or maybe because of what you're going through, you automatically think this email is in all caps. I think that this email is yelling at me. Believe me, guys, an email cannot yell at you. It may seem like it, but an email it doesn't come from a voice. It comes from a keyboard. I've been there before. I've sent emails before, and before you push send, I always think about it. How would this be taken by the person that's receiving it? Especially if you CCing your boss or CCing other people in it. Just think about it. Just word to the wise. So I'm just saying, even those emails, those work emails, you feel like, wait a minute. I saw this person earlier. They didn't say anything to me. Now they got the nerve to send me this email, and they're yelling at me. You're just ready to respond without thinking about it. Don't let that cost you your job. You feel me? So my thing is just, again, that was another one of those times. I'm just giving you quick instances or things that also happen to me. Now I'm also a client. Her Club for Men, I'm also a client. So sometimes when those things hit you, you gotta be able to think about it. Another one. So those feel like a text. Also, don't get me started on those text messages that you out from your girlfriend. Ooh, what, blah, 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 blah. Your boyfriend, hey girl. Those things will hit you. And then it get you so fired up. You're on the phone like, wait a minute. You going back and forth, and then you looking at your phone. You see those little dots. Dot, 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 dot. I know they're thinking about something. Then think about when the dots go away. You like, come on, bring it. I know you want to say something. Those kind of things. Those text messages, they instantly create tension in you. So, because right now we're in a microwave society where we want to microwave. We want to quick. We want to watch those shorts. Everything is so quick that we don't take time to think. And we're becoming a society that don't even think about things. And that's bad. That's bad, especially for our youth. We're in a society right now. And remember, when we were growing up, right now we're able to understand and do things better than our parents. But then our the next generation, they don't read, they don't know how to spell. Not trying to talk about it, I'm saying the generations are changing and everything is so quick, they don't get a chance to process. And it's affecting our society. So we have to work on that. So from the instant reactions to emails, the instant reactions to the social media, guys, the instant reaction to the text message, we got to understand how to help ourselves control our nervous system. Because our nervous system, our nervous system is primed in a react. So it's not just, so we feel like everything that happens is an emergency. All day long we're going through emergency. All right. Now, before I go to my next subject, I know I'm jumping like I got ADD because I do. I like to pause it again and get back to me. So for our next subject, I'm going to talk to you about how these instances are about this are the people that just responded so fast and being defensive of everything. This thing right now is bleeding into our culture, comedy, acting, entertainment, and that's making it bad. So before I jump into that, I'm gonna pause you for a minute. We at 14 minutes right now. I'm gonna keep you going, but I ain't gonna hold y'all night long. Yeah. But the bros keep it brief. I think I'm Big Meech. We've been watching that new Big Meech series hosted by his brother. Check it out. I think it's on Stars. We bring this. Not enough room, bring the stands out. We buy paper with your man's bout. Now everybody want handouts. All right, let me drop. All right. Sorry, I'm a little sick right now. I apologize. I guess that's, yeah. Need to sanitize my game. But anyway, So as I said before, we want to talk about how this defensiveness is bleeding over into the culture, the comedy, the acting, the entertaining, and most of those things I'm already involved in. But I'll touch upon that later. All right, so let's look at culture. Defensiveness isn't, forgive me, it isn't personal. Like, so if somebody is defensive with you for if something you say, if you offend them in some way, a lot of times it really isn't personal. It isn't. It's just about how they're feeling. Like, you have to take into consideration the day that a person went through. Now, I know that's not fair. A person does not have the right to bring what happens at home into the workplace, into your conversation, the past into relationships, but we're all human. So it happens. So these type of things spill over into comedy and acting and entertainment. I started comedy back in 2001. Shouts out to Little Stringfellow. Shouts out to G-Men Productions. Shouts out to the first time I ever did comedy, and I ever did a comedy DVD. I used to be on PAX. It was a PAX comedy. It was PAX cable station in Houston, where I did my first ever comedy. 2001, Houston, Texas. We used to perform at Rice Village. If you're from Houston, you know what I'm talking about. In Rice Village, man, it was happening back then. But anyway, I remember back then it was okay to say whatever. Comedy had no censorship back then. Like back in 2001. Maybe that stated my age, but I do look good for my age. Let me know in the comments. But anyway, back then in 2001, comedy was I won't say it was easy, because it was hard. It was hard to make people laugh, but at the same time, you were free. You could talk about things that were happening at home, things in the news, things that was happening in the world, and you did not have to worry about it because comedians had the free reins to do whatever it take to make you laugh. It's comedy, it's acting, it's really, but it's not real. Like, but these days, say, you used to be able to push buttons, push boundaries, explore human behavior. But now, everything is censored. It's like, actors used to be able to portray flawed characters. You were able to make people feel uncomfortable. And back then, it used to be okay. It was okay to make people feel uncomfortable. You come to a comedy show to enjoy comedy. If you didn't like it, if you didn't want to be, per se, talked about, you would stay home. It was okay to stay home. But now you even got the right to do that. Today the audience is hypersensitive, hyper alert. It's like mistakes, jokes, creativity. Now they're triggers. They're triggers for outrage. Like, people come to a comedy show to be able to stand up and be the next Karen, and be the next person that just become viral for reacting to something that they could have stayed home and not seen in the first place. For example, not saying it's okay to bully, but because definitely it's not. But I talked to my daughter about this. I talked to my daughter because she loves Roblox. She likes to be online playing games and doing stuff. And I told her, like, if somebody is talking about you online, saying something that you don't like, log off. You got the ability to get off. Nobody should be able to bully you online. Get off. Sorry, I'm just going on my soapbox, but yeah, we're at a time right now where people enjoy getting outraged so they can respond and go viral. Back in the days, you didn't have to color in between the lines. You know what I'm saying? It was okay. These days, humor shrinks. Safety robs creativity. Now, being creative is dangerous. It shouldn't be dangerous to be creative. Being creative is what we need. We need creativity. When you go to kindergarten and first grade, when your teacher finally start telling you, it's not okay, Billy or Ahmed or Louis, to color outside the lines, that's when they you know what I'm saying? They cut off what it means to be creative. Why it's not okay to color outside the lines? Why it's not okay to color grass purple? Sorry, but that's how I feel about it. So things have suffered. Now, my wife and I, my daughter, we can't watch movies no more because we're like, the movies not as good as they used to. The comedy is not as good as they used to. It's not because the creators are bad. It's because the nervous system controls everything. As soon as your nervous system becomes threatened, then you have to threaten people's creativity. Who did this? When did this shift? Who created the shift? When did this shift away from being creative to being detrimental to someone. Why? Where did this come from? People silence themselves so they want to offend people. Creativity contracts, rooms get smaller, and conversations get tense. All because of creativity. What has happened? I'm gonna give you a second to pause and think about that. Break! And when we break, we break. Gia. Just ride it. Just ride for a second. Hey. Chip. Best of bros. Hey. All right, we're gonna stop it real quick. Did somebody bring the fans out? Hey. What I want to do is, I know I'm pausing for a minute, but I love giving you a chance to sound some of the music that Best of Bros 828 be dropping. So, forgive me. All right, we'll come back to that. Anyway. Today's February 10th. I'm dropping this at 12 a.m. my time. So it's the 11th. So in Dubai, it's 12 o'clock. Wherever you're in the world, I know you're behind us. You better catch up, no mustard. Anyway, why is defensiveness spread like this? That's deep. Because we're on survival mode. So it's the same survival mode that you do in your personal life. And if you want to know more about that, please check out my second episode. If you've never heard that before, and I talk about a lot about how our nervous system is affected, about feeling safe, and about how we're on survival mode all the time and how we carry that into our personal lives. But now it's amplified culturally. And at work, and at home, and whenever you go out, it's amplified. And that's what it is. So, everyone reacts these times. So, constant defensiveness, it really exhausts us all. So, constant defensiveness exhausts everybody. It does. It does. Because you don't want to live your whole life walking on eggshells. If you're at work, you got to walk on eggshells because, especially if let's say that you're in marketing research. Let's say that you're a public speaker. You have to cater your speeches to what do you think somebody might respond to, how somebody might react. Can you get canceled? Will you not get the same sponsorship because of something you might say? Where's the amendments? Where's the freedom of speech? Does it even exist anymore? How about no? You just got to be on edge because you don't know what you could say could affect someone that you don't know that shouldn't even really be listened to if they don't like you. I don't know. It's tough out there. Calm. Let me tell you like this. Quote me on this. Calm, thoughtful voices have become rare. Really have. Calm, thoughtful voices have become rare. You know why? Because the loudest, the most reactive voices have become dominant. They have. It's people out there in the world, believe me, you might be one of those people that will go listen to your podcast, go listen to your music, go watch your comedy show, go watch your movie, just so they can find the smallest thing to react to be defensive about, and go make their own podcast, and go make their own show, just to react off of what you say, and they'll be famous off that. It's people out there that become famous off responding to being upset about something that you say. That's what it's turned into. That's why I feel everybody is defensive. Because they are. Because they really are. I ain't gonna hold you for I got about 10 more minutes on you. I'll meet you for 2 more segments, a deep reflection. I'm gonna hit you with what calm looks like. Then I'm gonna let you know what our next episode is gonna be about. Let me hit you. Hell back, counter
down for most of my life. I swear to God, I wouldn't have made it if I wasn't close to Christ. And these haters premeditated when it comes to my ice. And my money cultivated, so it might cost you your life. Loved ones lost, still shedding these tears. Just the ghosts in the dark, reminiscing no fears. Through the years, we might have grown apart, but the light still shines clear through to my heart.
Forever. Okay. My boy Stringfellow, 80 Deuce. All right, man. So let me do this little deep reflection. All right. Defensiveness in culture mirrors personal defensiveness. Make that make sense. I used to always hate that saying. Make that make sense. I hate that. So, put it like this. We preemptively protect ourselves. Make sense? Words are calculated. Jokes are avoided. Art is sanitized. What does that mean? Art is sanitized. Somebody better catch up no mustard. Art is sanitized. We have to clean up our art to be able to paint a perfect picture. That makes sense? No, man. Art should be wherever the paintbrush touches, man. If you can control our art, who can tell who the geniuses are? Shout out Kanye. I don't know. These days, the nervous system is in charge. Not curiosity. Not creativity. This isn't moral. It's physiological. What kind of world do we live in where art and creativity and curiosity are not at the forefront? You gotta sanitize it. You gotta wash it. In other words, you gotta wash it down. You gotta wash your hands before you pick up a paintbrush. So that means society now is created where everybody will fit inside this bubble so nobody will stand out. And the only way you can stand out if you talk about the people that are trying to stand out. Don't make them stand in. No, and I'm not talking about Selma. It is Black History Month. Come on, man. The challenge is noticing it in ourselves and creating space for calmness. How can you be calm if you're always on edge? The challenge is noticing it ourselves and creating space for calmness. You can't be calm if you're always on edge wondering, is it okay if I say this? Is it okay if I say that? Is it okay if I paint this? Is it okay if I write this in my song and I perform this? It's deep. Get your shovels. All right, man. Something like this. What does calm actually look like? When I used to always make my songs, I used to always say, I'm not a rapper. I'm just a person that says tight things. Miss, you never heard that before. I like to say stuff that people want to repeat. So put me on repeat without even pushing the button. So what does calm look like? A regulated person, no matter your location. Calm is like being calm in the workplace, being calm at home, being calm at the restaurant, being calm is Valentine's Day calm. It's being calm at the hotel when you go up to the person at the desk and they're really not agreeing with what you're saying. They be like, I know we're in Dubai, but where are you really from? You look like you belong. Being calm is being in Switzerland over spring break and no one's serving you your food because no one looks like you in the entire country. Being calm is being in Switzerland and then, no, was we in Switzerland? We're in, I don't want to say the wrong place because I don't want to do that to anybody, any place. I'll bring that to you in the next episode and I can remember. I've been so many places I can't remember. I've been in so many spots they call me Mr. Dalmatian. But anyway, so a regulated person, no matter your location, responding instead of reacting. So if a situation arises, and it will, you live life long enough, it will, respond accordingly instead of reacting. So respond thinking about where this came from in that person. You can't always be about yourself. I know it's hard. And as humans, we think about ourselves first. But you got to think about other people's mindsets. You got to be open-minded. You got to have different viewpoints. And it's hard when you never escape or venture out of the place that you're from. It's hard. That's why I made this show. To be honest, that's why I made Missy Never Heard That Before, because I'm from Lake Como, Texas. In Lake Como, Texas, nobody leaves Lake Como. Unless you leave in the hearse, unless you leave and go to Dallas. Nobody leaves Lake Como. I know I'm one of the first people only to travel, especially this far to Dubai, to Africa, to Switzerland, to Rome, to Paris, to Vietnam, to Sri Lanka, to the Maldives, to London. I really can't remember. To Portugal. I forget Portugal is one of my favorite places. To Switzerland, to Amsterdam, to Lake Como, Italy. I know it. I'm not bragging. I'm just letting you know, like, a lot of people don't get that opportunity to be able to leave and get those different viewpoints. I'm here to deliver that. You think the world is act just like we do when we're from? They don't. There's a lot of differences and different people in the world that act differently. So there's a lot of viewpoints. There's a lot of issues that happen with other people. And sometimes you travel a place they're just like us. But then again, sometimes they're not. So, allowing creativity and allowing freedom to return, conversations to return. We can't even have conversations these days because you're scared to talk. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna take it real personal. Some people are scared to have conversations with their parents, with their brother and sister, with their loved ones, with your wife or husband, because you gotta walk on tippy toes with those people. It's wild. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my, it's wild. I just want conversation to return that's healthy. So what's your takeaways from this? What's your takeaway? Defensiveness shows up everywhere. Be ready for it. You gotta know it. People gonna be defensive no matter what you do, no matter how kind you try to act. So you might as well just be yourself without purposely hurting someone else. For example, Ramadan is coming up very soon. Ramadan will be here in the next couple of weeks, maybe the 18 or 19, depending on the moon. When we first came to this country in 2015, we didn't know too much about Ramadan, to be honest. So we were eating in places. We really didn't know. It wasn't to be disrespectful, but like the Bible says, once you know, there's no excuse. But we didn't know. So one time we were taking a taxi. It's big here taking a taxi, just like in other countries. We took a taxi somewhere and we were eating inside the taxi. And the taxi driver was furious. Me, I was reactive. Instead of responsive and thinking about it, he really said something disrespectful to us, maybe to my wife, and it really caught me the wrong way. And I jumped like I was doing double dutch. It happens. It's okay, but you got to learn from it and evolve. Now it's 2026. Now I know how to respect other people's culture as well as they respect mine. This is a country of tolerance. The UAE is a very tolerant place, believe it or not. Now, a lot of people even ask me about America, from the president. I'm really not trying to mix politics with this, but people ask me about America. To be honest, I haven't been in America since 2015 to live there. I said this in one of my songs. I left America on Barack's term. I've touched so many foreign currencies. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. But I haven't been to America since Barack was the president. Long time. So I missed, man, forgive me, y'all. Ooh, this is tough. Biden. I miss Biden's whole presidency. I miss Trump's. Sorry. So it's been a minute, but I'm coming back soon. Anyway, sorry to jump off on my tangent. That's how I do. So again, defensiveness shows up everywhere. So your job is to not try to avoid it, but notice it, regulate it, so calm can return. So we already been here for 34 plus minutes. I ain't know, to be honest, this episode is planned to be for like 14 minutes, and I thought that was too far. But you know how we get conversation. I'm like a crazy person talking to myself, but I feel like I'm talking to you. When I'm talking to my fans, my guys out there, what up, Barry? What up, my boy Jay Hodge? My boy Hurry. Everybody dropped me some messages in the message box. My boys from the school, you know who you are. Holla at me. So my thing is, right now we got a lot of issues going on, not just in America, not just in the UAE, all over the world. And forgive me if I ain't touched on. My whole purpose again for this episode was to touch on some, pause again, what up, Mace and Cameron, Dame Dash, Jigga. get on some issues that's going on around the world and give you my perspective. Because to be honest, if you're from America, where I'm from, and I say it again, we haven't traveled. Nobody has passports. My mom has never visited. My brothers have never visited. My dad never visited. RIP, he passed away. But a lot of people never visited before. Since we've been here in this country, I've had not a one person that's visited us. And in 2020, we're about to move to London. Nobody's visited us. And it's almost time for us to move back to America. Still nobody's visited, but it's still up in the air. I don't know. Am I going back? Am I staying? Got to cross everything. Remember, you used to cross your finger. You have to cross your tongue either. Hope it go your way. But anyway, what I want you to do in the chat or in the message, just let me know what issues is going on right now that you want me to get my views on. Because remember, your views are not my views. My views are not your views. Blah, blah, blah. Mother may I, yes I may. Like my daughter said, bubblegum in a dish. So, if there's anything you want me to touch on to show you my views, because remember, my views are a little bit more widespread. I've been in America, and I've also been here. Look at those fingers. Don't ask what can do for you, but what can you do? Anyway, let me know. What subjects you want me to talk about? I'll get at you. I'll drop them anytime, any place, anytime, any place. Shout out to Jackson. Oh, if you haven't heard that Jackson movie about to come out, ooh, you know I want to go see it. Man, they got some people playing. They got Nia Long playing the mom. Man, what? They got the dude from The Walking Dead playing Joe Jackson. Look just like him. Go see it. So anyway, so share the topics you want me to talk about, and I will. It's your boy, Mitch. You never heard that before. Dropping episode 4. Man, I'm glad that everybody stuck around with me. Please share, like, subscribe. Check out the past episodes. Also, check out just my thoughts from Como to Abu Dhabi. Don't forget, check them out, man. Share it. It's your boy. Lake Como, Texas, all the way to Abu Dhabi to Dubai. Yes, I've been in Lake Como, Italy. Yes, we've been there. Don't know where we're going to next, but we'll be there. Let me know what it is, man. Holla at your boy. I'm here for a minute, but there for an hour. Episode 5 coming soon. Today is Tuesday. I might drop it for you on Wednesday night. I might drop one up for you Wednesday, but also I'm going to be dropping some sports for you because, man, Super Bowl just happened. Trade deadline just finished. My team, yeah, I ain't going to talk about Dallas Mavericks right now. Y'all know what it is. But anyway, holla at your boy, man. I have some more interviews coming with you soon. I got an interview coming up with Alicia that's coming soon, man. Because, you know, way more about politics than I do. I got to get on the camera. She's scared to get on the camera, but we'll get her. I'm going to have also an interview with my daughter. That's right. Because my daughter is a person that actually got a chance to live and was born in the UAE. I can't say that for anybody I know from America. So she's born in the UAE. She got a chance to be going to school there. So we're going to catch her opinions of what it's like to live in the UAE. And also, she's an actress. She's done some shows. She's done some videos. She's a dancer. She does a lot. She's way more talented than me and my wife. Well, me anyway. But hot your boy, man. Missy never heard that before. Ketchup, no mustard. Stay tuned. Young Fur. Best of Bros. It's your boy, Jill